Airline Manager 4. This is going to be a live stream of Airline Manager 4. I'm actually going to start with Energy Manager, and the reason why is because it takes a long time to do the energy discharge. So what you have to do is you have to log into the game, sell all your energy, go play another game, come back like an hour later. So I will be logging into Energy Manager. That was pretty quick. First thing I want to check is the CO2. It's 30 bucks. I'm kind of low, so it doesn't matter. And the fuel prices are fairly high. My drilling still has 2 days before it finishes. I'm going to drop it down by value. Then I'm going to look at full charge. Hit the sell. It's at 19 million. I'm going to sell for 23. And that's with the cross grid discharging. This is 11 million. Looks like 55. So I got that one at 55. That's pretty good. And then this one's 35. I got 49. .1, 3.6, 3.9, and 4.7. Anything I want to do is check to see if the solar is running. The answer is no. You manually do it. This one looks like 393 is the best price. $31,000, 126, 146. $1.192. Over here, the electricity is very low. This is the first time I've sold almost everything. There's only one that's charging, and that's the solar. The fuel is too expensive. So I'm going to take a chance on waiting until the next hour. If you look at storage, and you scroll to the bottom, see it takes an hour, 42 minutes, an hour, 30 minutes, hour 40. I'm going to come back later and see how it's doing. Next I'm going to do Shipping Manager because it's one of the easier games. I don't have a lot of ships right now because I haven't been playing. First thing you want to do is go to the bunker. I fueled up last time I played because the prices were good. I'm going to go to marketing. Campaign 4 for 4 hours. Depart all. Brought me up to 7.6. I don't think that's enough. It's getting there though. I need 8.6 because I want to get the Triumph. Okay, that is it. Oh, actually, I should check the bunker. Price is kind of high, so I'm going to skip it. I've got things I got to do here, but I need to save it for another video. Okay, train manager. This one's going to be pretty quick also. I like this game. So I'm going to go to finance. I'm going to do a lobbying campaign. I'm going to do general reputation, the maximum reach. And then I'm going to depart. It's mostly electric. I thought I had bought, oh, you know what, if I departed it. Okay, the two that are in red in the upper left, I'm going to be selling those. Got a lot of trains. I've got virtually every route in the US covered. And I got a lot of cash, so I can buy a lot of trains. About halfway done selling trains. Oh, you know the Shinotsuke? I know this is going to sound crazy. Don't buy the train, it's a waste of money. I didn't have enough electric capacity to depart the train. It needs more than what my electric capacity is. I had to make modifications to reduce how much electric it would use and to shorten the range. Otherwise the train was useless and I look forward to selling it. And it doesn't make any money. So it was a waste of money. For that and other reasons. Okay, so this looks like the Chattanooga line. Okay, I'm going to remove this Chattanooga line. So I'm going to go to all details, sell. See, it says sale value 0 to warn. Guess what happens if you do a repair? You ready? You ready to be surprised? The wear is now 0%, and you're going to see how much money you're going to make. And it is 0. It says it's to warn, even though it's the wear is at 0. So I don't know why it does that, but I don't care. I don't need the money. That is Nashville, and this one's going to be Philadelphia, I think. So I'm going to buy 2 trains. Probably this one. It's going to go to Nashville. And I am going to buy another one. This one I'm going to put in Philadelphia. And that's basically it for this. The trains will arrive tomorrow. And I'm going to look at expanding the yard. It's 100 million. So I could buy an extra 10 slots. So now with Airline Manager 4, I'm going to check. My fuel is already maxed out. Going to do some marketing. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to try to find some new hubs. And I'm going to show you the method that I use to do it. This takes a bit of time to depart all the planes. I forgot to buy fuel. It's important to have a good fuel capacity early in the game. But later in the game, it really doesn't matter. In terms of profits, it won't matter. I haven't been keeping track of my hubs, so I really don't remember where I left off. I'm going to be repeating some of the hubs. Almost done. It would be nice if you could just click and fill without having to type in how much fuel you want to add. Okay, so to find a hub, you go to research. I wonder what these pendings are. Oh. And you do custom departure. And you pick a country. I'm going to use Antigua because it has a good number. You see how it says 18.9? Oh, actually, Antigua's not that great. Oh, see how it says St. John's and it says 19.6? These numbers are pretty good. So Australia to Port Headland, and look at the passengers, pretty good. Not the most amazing, but look at this: 210 people, 19,300. That's pretty good. So Antigua is a good route. I'm going to go check my forum to see what I recorded, because I've been putting the routes there to kind of keep track. It's under hubs. Yeah, I don't see Antigua. So I am going to copy this. And I'm going to upload it to the forum. It's going to take me a moment. You know what? I could upload it later, but I'm definitely going to do the crops now. Got to keep track of it somehow. Okay, so we got Antigua. Let's check Argentina. Oh yeah, you got to select the airport. So obviously you can pick anything, but we'll take Buenos Aires. These numbers are good. Yeah, I like these numbers. So I am going to save this for later. Because obviously I might buy these hubs. Yeah, Armenia is no good. Aruba's, wow, look at that 400. Going to Christmas Island. That is one of the best routes I've found. So I'm going to have to test it. I want to see how much money I can make on that flight. Australia's a big country, so you can't really test it the same as you would test a smaller country. So I'm kind of going to skip it. My method only works for small countries. Yeah, that's not good. Bahamas. Not really good. Not good. Not good. So I'm doing Barbados. Yeah, Barbados is pretty good. You might get some good flights out of there. Cargo looks great. Definitely good for cargo. This is Barbados. Belarus. Belgium. No good. Belize. I've been to Belize. No good. This one's not so bad. I'm going to check it because it might be one of the better routes in the game. So you notice that this city, Cotonou, goes to a place called Funafuti, which means that Funafuti has a similar route coming back. Wow, look at the cargo, 679,000. Bermuda's pretty good. I have a spreadsheet that has information about hubs, but I only did the ones that I own. I didn't do everything that you would find through research. Bolivia, definitely you want to do La Paz. Yeah, Bolivia is pretty good. Someone sent me a message on Facebook, so I want to go see what it is. So this is Bolivia. What I'm going to do is move. I'm going to make it so that there's only a few planes per hub so I can make more money. Bosnia is no good. I already know that Botswana is good. So if Botswana is good, oh come on, how can this be? If Botswana is good, that means the neighboring countries like Namibia and South Africa are also going to be good. Looks like Brazil's good also. You know what? This won't fill up the airplane easily. I'm not seeing... These airports aren't good enough. Maybe skip Brazil. This one's not that great, not a lot of flights. It's got decent numbers, but too few flights. These numbers look good. Looks like Brunei. Looking at the live stream, it's showing Energy Manager. That makes no sense. I mean, I played that a long time ago. Must be something wrong with the stream. Bulgaria is a no. Burkina Faso. The numbers look too low. Burma, I'm going to say no. And Burundi. Burundi's a no. So I did all the A's, I did all the B's. I think I'm going to take a break because, you know, it's kind of tiring. And I really don't need any of this. I'll check NUI because it's always been good. Yeah, this one over here is too short of a flight. These numbers are low, only 7,600. So I am going to move this aircraft to another route where it's more profitable. This one's too low. I'm going to move it to another hub. That one's okay. 4.3 million. Oh, this couldn't possibly be good. The numbers are too low. The seating is wrong for this aircraft. Got up to 4.427. I'm going to see how that compares with my best flight, because that's the range. I got 4,590 as my highest. Wow, this is horrible. 7,000. I'm only going to ground that one. '79's okay. Yeah, you can see this one here is no good. It's just depleted demand. It's no big deal. Okay, so that was a low fee. Perth has got nothing. I saw good flights out of Perth. Yeah, this one's too low over here. 73. So I'm going to ground that one. $72. I'm going to ground this one. Australia's tough, but this might have been before I knew how to do flights. Like Cocos was one of the ones I was really happy to find. These are both going to the same route. But the dollar amount is kind of low. So I'm going to ground this one. I'm going to ground that one. 75. It looks like I'm going to ground that one. $76. Going to ground that one. So these planes are going to move to another hub that has better routes on it. 79 is pretty good. $74 is too low. I'm going to ground this one. Yeah, this is a short flight over here. And this one over here is kind of short. 78.98, that's actually pretty good. For now, I'm going to keep it in. $4.43 million. This one, the seating is done wrong. So it's not carrying passengers. Too many of the whatever it is, business class. So I screwed that one up. So I'm going to go back to Energy Manager, and I'm going to see if I can start any of the power plants. Scroll down. Yeah, a lot of them are ready to go. I don't want to spend too much money. It's okay if you're carbon neutral, but if you're not, you got to watch how much money you spend on fuel. So I got to wait 10 minutes for that. Check the forums. Never anything good in the forums. Okay, let's see if there's any auctions. Got two. Gotta wait 10 minutes. Check with the Alliance. It's the same. Check with the research. Looks like there's some research available. Reduced oil price. I don't think that any of these are really worth it. Research into shaping. Changes the vessel speed. The scan speed I would like to do something about, so I'll pay for that. Not able to buy any points yet. I wonder over here, this blue bar for the cross grid, I wonder how high it will go up. Want to get the power 2x. My points haven't changed in a long time. So the other thing I could do is I could sell an old power plant. $100 million isn't enough. Maybe it is. It's close. Because you got to put down the storage unit. That one's 5 gigawatt. This is 500. Probably want to sell that one. Probably going to sell this one and replace it. So I'm going to look at a storage unit. The 5 gigawatt is a good idea, but the issue I have is that this location doesn't have subsidy. But I'm in for good luck because over here we got subsidy. I don't see any information here about the subsidy. But you can see it's 45%. That's really good. This is a 75 going into the 500. I'm going to shut this down. And I'm going to reconnect it to here. It's going to make a lot more money now. And this one needs to be sold. $487. So I'm going to sell this one because it's too small, and then I am going to only have, I think, one more small power plant, which is right there. I'm going to sell that and replace it with something bigger. But I already know, I want to make sure I get more money. Like I could buy this one at 38, 88. The price was 66 million yesterday. One for 38 is oil, which means it's a pain to refuel. Or maybe I could go for this 250. Got 5 more minutes for the fuel price to change. I don't want to do anything with the capacity because I need my points. And it really bothers me. My points haven't changed in the past 3 or 4 days. And I need it to change. I need to get the power to X. It's going to take a long time before before I can get it. Got 4 more minutes. The stock market in this game is better than Airline Manager 4. Pretty sure that I make more money. I do have stock available. There's a lot of dragons over here. X Better Mark, X Mark World. I guess they got more than one account. I do want to get more drilling. But that's going to take a while. I could get a solar plant. You know how much fun that is. I would love to have one of these wind farms. 150 megawatts for 37 million. That's a great price. The cheap windmills aren't really worth it. The expensive ones are definitely a lot better. Got no EV charger, no grid, no P2X. Gravity's not worth it. I don't recommend it. Less than 2 minutes before the magic happens. When I am done with Energy Manager, I'm probably going to play Two Point Campus. It'll be less than a minute. Actually, I check over here to see if anything needs to be brought online. Still got a lot of plants offline. Oh good, the price is cheap. $1.98. 157. I don't remember. I think I've seen it for as low as $1. I have also seen it at $6. That one I got a screen capture of. It takes a long time. It takes like 10 minutes to partially refuel. So it's literally going to take me 10 minutes to go through and do all this. And I got to check the CO2 quotas. 38. That's too high. Got to buy it under 20 and ideally under 10. This is definitely something that they should fix in the game because the refueling takes way too long and we can't use our points on it, can't buy any points. And we need the points for other things. They make some of the GUI too difficult to click on. And sometimes I have to click too many times to move the slider, and you don't want it to be that way. This is the one that's a pain. You know, you don't want to have to click 5 times to move the slider. They should just make the interface better. Like that one I had to do twice. And that one I missed also. And look, I barely moved. Barely refueled. I've got a ton to go. Probably have to repeat this 30 times in order to refuel everything. There's one I had to click twice to get it to work. That one I had to click twice. That one. It says over here 12%. You know, actually you don't have to move it all the way over. You just have to move it like that far. That slider is misleading. Refueling is expensive. I'm pretty sure I had like 39 million. Now it's down to 33 million. It's going to cost me a lot of money to do all this refueling. And that's why you don't want to do it for $5 per kilogram. You want to get it at the cheapest price possible. It might take me 20 minutes to refuel. Makes the game kind of boring. So that's why I don't recommend oil plants. You should go with coal. When it's time to sell, I'm going to sell those oil plants. My fingers hurt from doing this. I literally have to take a break from refueling. So if you haven't made it to this level yet, this is the excitement you have to look forward to. So that means it's going to take 30 minutes for me to finish refueling based on the time that's already elapsed. So I'm now almost a third of the way done. Yeah, 30 minutes. Oh, I hit the wrong button. So what you can do is just not refuel, but the price is so low. I want to take advantage of under $2. So obviously it's in my best interest to keep on refueling. I'd like to make a video about hydrogen and the nukes, but can't do it because you can't buy the points on the PC version. So I really can't make an effective video. I'm going to need to rest for like a couple hours after this. I have the feeling I'm not going to play 2 Point Campus. Just too tiring. Well, okay, so when the coal is done, it's going to speed up the process because I won't have to keep buying coal. So maybe it's not going to take 30 minutes. And you know what? I haven't even bought the big coal plants yet. I haven't bought the big, I got a couple of the big plants, but only a few. When I buy the bigger plants, it's just going to be more of a pain. And remember, I had 38 million. I've already spent 15 million on fuel, and I haven't come close to refueling. I don't even think I'm halfway. Not halfway. I'm at 40%. I'm glad I waited. It was worth the wait. I'm going to check these plants. Yeah, they're all fossil fuel plants. And it's funny because as you get closer to being fully refueled, it always looks like, oh, this is the final one, and then it isn't. You got to do it 5 more times. Like this looks like it's getting pretty close, but it's probably nowhere near 92%. And all the times I gotta click it, like 5 times, it won't. Or if you click a little bit too far to the right, the window disappears. It's got to be at least 2 or 3 more times for coal. So finally I got halfway with oil. And coal isn't even done yet. Got more to do. Yeah, it's not doing, okay, there it is. You know, I'm just going to point out a tip. They could make it so that it's automatically, oh, there it is, it's full. Like, they start at 0 and you have to move it to the full amount. They could do the reverse. They could have it so that it's at the full amount. So all you got to do is hit purchase instead of having to raise it up. And if you want to adjust it, just raise it down. Because this is just too much. I mean, it's going to take me another 10 minutes. It's been 16 minutes. I just want to see if any of the keyboard keys work. The answer is no. What just happened? Did I hit the wrong button? I must have hit the wrong button. I must have brought some plants online or something while I was goofing around with the keyboard. I had an idea. You get points when you sell energy. So my idea is not to sell in bulk, but to do them individually if they get the subsidy, if they get the highest price. And only do the ones in bulk that have lower value where you need to use the cross-grid discharging. And then you're more likely to get points. Man, I can't believe this thing's forever. I might sell my oil plants just so I have to stop doing this. So I just bought 20 million worth of fuel and I'm not done yet. Wow. So I estimate another 6 minutes of refueling. It's possible that I didn't fuel all the way last time, which is why I got to put a lot more in, because the price was probably too high. Actually, 20 points isn't so bad. I'm probably never going to get to, yeah, but the issue is, okay, so it's going up 50,000. It is doubling. It will reduce from half an hour down to 15 minutes. I'll have to go see the doctor after all of this. That's how much my hand hurts. Just gave up half of my life for this 23 minutes. It would be funny if the price went down more. The coal plants are actually refueled, so technically I could bring them online. I think 2 more times, and now the game froze. I'm gonna have carpal tunnel. You see how it says oil holding and it has a number 3000? That means that I'm done. If I had to refuel, it would have gone down to 0. Oh, this won't even move. Bring everything online. So we got 5 more plants. They're obviously going to be the larger plants. It's like another half an hour. So I'm going to take a break because that was really exhausting. And cost me $23 million for fuel, and it took 30 minutes. And you kind of got to do that like twice a day. Okay, so I'm going to take a break. I will stream later to Point Campus. If you have any questions, please post.